The streets are empty, and the sound of crickets fills the air. A family sits inside their modest home, the warm glow of a lamp lighting the room. Suddenly, the faint sound of an engine grows louder. It started like any other night, peaceful, quiet, a black family living their lives unaware of what was about to come. The sound of engines grows louder, and headlights appear in the distance. A group of hooded men in trucks pulls up in front of the house. They shout and throw torches toward the porch. Flames begin to rise. They came under the cover of darkness, hooded men, torches in hand, fueled by hate. Their goal was fear, destruction, and silence. The family inside huddles together as the fire grows. The father moves quickly to put it out, but the flames continue to rise. The mother holds her children close, whispering reassurances through her own fear. But the family refused to break. They stood together, holding on to hope as their world burned around them. The next morning, the once welcoming home is reduced to blackened rubble. Smoke still lingers in the air. The family stands outside, staring at what's left. The father's hands are on his hips, his face filled with anger and sadness. The mother wipes a tear from her cheek. A young girl clutches her doll, looking at the ruins with wide eyes. When the sun rose, the damage was done. Their home was gone. Their safety was shattered. But the worst part, no one came to help. Neighbors walk past, glancing at the ruins but quickly looking away. Some whisper to each other, while others pretend not to see it all. The police turned a blind eye. The neighbors stayed silent, and the town moved on as if nothing had happened. The scene focuses on the young girl, her eyes filled with tears as she watches her father try to salvage anything from the rubble. They told them to forget, to move on. But how do you forget when the world refuses to see your pain? The camera shifts to a young black lawyer walking into a courthouse. She carries a briefcase, her face determined. Inside, she lays out papers on a desk and speaks passionately to community members. But one person refused to stay silent. A young lawyer, raised in the same town, decided it was time for a change. She gathered evidence, interviewed witnesses, and refused to back down. The lawyer stands in a packed courtroom, presenting her case. The hooded men, now unmasked, sit at the defendant's table, their faces uncomfortable as evidence against them is shown. She uncovered the truth that so many tried to hide. With every word, every piece of evidence, she demanded justice for those who had been ignored for far too long. The judge listens carefully. The courtroom is silent as the judge raises the gavel and speaks. Guilty on all counts. The family sits in the audience, their hands tightly clasped together. When they hear the verdict, they embrace, tears streaming down their faces. The lawyer exhales deeply, a small smile of relief on her face. Justice came late, but it came. The voices of the ignored were finally heard. The system, for once, worked the way it should. The video shows a montage of community members coming together to help rebuild the family's home. People paint walls, plant flowers, and share meals. The family stands outside their new home, smiling with gratitude. Hate tried to destroy them, but love and resilience rebuilt what hate could not. It took courage, determination, and the strength of a community to create change. The final shot shows the young lawyer standing with the family, smiling as children play nearby. Justice is never easy, and the fight is far from over, but every step forward brings hope. Every voice raised against hate makes the world stronger. The screen fades to black with the words, "Stand up, speak out, together we can build a future free from hate."